But when I was just about to give up, I thought I would give this a try, and it has worked like magic for me. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm back with another monthly roundup video, and I'm excited to share 5 things this month that I've been really liking. So this is going to be a mixture of some new finds as well as things that I have been using for quite some time now. I have mentioned a couple of these items previously, but more in a broader sense. They haven't been included in a monthly roundup video, so I will let you know what those are as they come up. I will leave links down below in the description so you can check out the full video and also up in the cards. All right, I'm just gonna jump right in, and the first item that I wanted to share with you all is brand new to me. So this is actually a brand that makes shower curtains, and I know that might sound a little bit random, but there's definitely an explanation that goes along with this. So this brand is called Outlines. This shower curtain brand is fairly new. I actually discovered it through going through Instagram stories and seeing some ads, and it caught my attention for a couple of reasons. So one, I think any of us who do have a shower curtain, we probably don't like climbing up on the tub and changing that shower curtain out, or like getting a stool or something like that and having to reach up really high to take your old shower curtain off and replace it with a new one. So Outlines actually makes their shower curtain where there is a cotton like cloth portion up at the top. They have these magnetic snaps that actually hold on the plastic portion of the shower curtain. The thing about this brand that I found particularly interesting is they actually offer a recycling program for that plastic portion of your shower curtain. So this is a subscription-based service, and basically how it works is you do a quick little quiz online that gives you a recommendation based on the water in your area and your typical like showering habits. Like, do you close the curtain all the way when you're done with the shower? Do you leave it partially open, and what the ventilation is like? They give you some recommendations on how often you should be changing that plastic portion out, and they send you a replacement shower curtain liner based on that survey. I think you might be able to make some adjustments in case you wanted to extend it or get it a little bit more frequent. And what happens is you just fold up the used shower curtain and send it back to them for recycling. So I have been trying to make small adjustments in my everyday life and lifestyle, and one thing I have been looking a lot more into is being able to recycle plastics, disposing of them in a more like eco-friendly, earth-friendly kind of way. And so this is something that I had wanted to try out. There was something about this program that I thought was so cool. So to be super honest with you, I've had this plastic shower curtain situation for a few years now. In the future, I'm hoping to be able to have a shower that's just glass, and I don't need a shower curtain at all, so it's not producing any kind of extra waste. But for the time being, that's not something that I can necessarily like implement or get installed right away. I just thought a program like this was so unique and innovative, and I definitely wanted to give it a try. If you are interested in trying something out like this, I do have a link down below that you can click on to check out the product. When I ordered this, I selected their full starter kit, which comes with the shower curtain rings up at the top that go along that bar that you use, the fabric cotton piece up at the top, the plastic shower curtain liner, and also these weights that you can slip into the bottom of the liner where there are these little pockets. So the weights at the bottom will help keep the shower curtain from blowing around as you're in the shower, and I do find that they are pretty effective. One thing for me that I feel like is already beneficial is not having to reach up really high, because the shower curtain rod for me, even when I stand on the tub, I still have to extend my arms all the way up in order to reach them pretty much. So this is a lot better. I don't have to climb up on anything, and I can just kind of change it right around here when I'm standing. Honestly, I don't understand why more shower curtains aren't like this, but that's definitely a feature that I really enjoy. The next item that I wanted to mention is this Vaseline lip therapy. I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but I have really, really dry lips. I might have mentioned it here and there, but I don't think I've like really gone into the details, which I will spare you that, but my lips are really dry. I have tried lots and lots of products, both from the drugstore and, you know, other department stores or beauty stores and things like that. And so just generally speaking, I've tried a wide range of products, both inexpensive and more expensive, and I was just about ready to give up and accept the fact that I'm gonna just have really dry lips all the time. They do crack sometimes. I do bleed. That's one of the reasons why I don't like to use a lot of lip products like lipsticks or glosses or anything like that, because it does aggravate my lips like pretty quickly. Honestly, I should probably be doing like a scrub or some kind of exfoliant as well, but I also kind of like go back and forth wondering if that will irritate my lips even further. But when I was just about to give up, I thought I would give this a try, and it has worked like magic for me. So one thing that I will admit is I'm not super consistent when it comes to using lip products. I'm consistent on, cleansing my face, using moisturizers and things like that, but not so much on my lips. So basically how I came across this product is I had a few other lip balms in mind from the drugstore that I wanted to try out. I went to the drugstore. I actually couldn't find these other ones that I had in mind, but I did see this in a 2-pack. I'm not gonna lie, the thought at that time of putting Vaseline on my lips kind of weirded me out, but I thought, what do I have to lose? I should just try this anyway, and what if this actually works? So one thing I do want to mention, as you can tell, it is in like this little tub, and I kind of wish I found the stick version of it instead, because I am that person who doesn't like to put their fingers into their lip balm, but I just make sure I wash my hands before I use this and then wipe any excess off of my fingers. And I usually tend to use this at night after I brush my teeth and everything, so my hands are clean. After the first day of using this, I was so surprised. The next morning I woke up, my lips felt way more hydrated. They were not cracking at that time. They're a lot softer, and it just overall felt tons better. And that's the reason why I wanted to mention this. Trust me, I was super surprised, and this also comes at a pretty affordable price point. When I saw this at the drugstore for under $4, I just kind of figured, it wasn't a huge expense, and I may as well just go ahead and try it, and I'm so glad that I did. Now I want to move on to some blue light glasses. So I have mentioned this in a previous video when I first purchased them and unboxed them. These blue light glasses are from Chic. I checked on their website and it doesn't look like they have this exact frame style anymore, but I will leave a link down below for something that is quite similar. And if you'd like to see my previous video, I will also have that down below as well. I have had these glasses for a couple of years now, and if you have seen that previous video, you know that I purchased 2 pairs at one time. So I actually sold the other pair on Poshmark or Mercari, I can't remember which one, but the reason why I did that is not because I didn't like them, it's just because of my work situation kind of changed. Initially when I picked up 2 pairs, I was expecting to leave one at home and take one to the office, but since then, like many others out there, I have primarily been working at home and found myself just using one of the pairs of glasses anyway. I know that I'm getting a little bit of reflection now, but the reason why I like this one is these frames actually cover a little more surface area of my face than the other ones. And just in my mind, I'm thinking the larger the glasses, the more protection for my eyes. So that's the reason why I decided to go with this one. This one also felt a little bit more lightweight than the other style that I had. And the reason why I like that is because I'm someone who gets those marks on my nose very easily, but also I think I am a little bit sensitive to having heavier glasses like sunglasses and things like that, weighing down on my face. And I definitely wanted these to be comfortable because I'd probably be wearing them for the majority of the workday because I do have a computer-based job. Especially when it comes to editing videos and looking at other things online, I felt like this was the best option for me. The funny thing I want to mention about blue light glasses is initially when I purchased them, I feel like they were maybe a little bit more trendy in nature. It was still kind of new and I knew some people here and there who had used them and really liked them. For myself personally, I do not wear glasses on a regular basis. I do have prescription glasses, but I really only need them if I'm driving at nighttime and I need to see tiny street signs and things like that. And I feel like all of our eyes are a little bit different depending on how sensitive someone might be to light and all of those kinds of things. So initially I was I'm just gonna get some blue light glasses and see if they help me at all. But then over the last few months, it was very interesting to me as I was doing work on the computer. And as you know, I went from full-time to part-time. After looking at the computer screen for a couple of hours, maybe 1.5 to 2 hours or so, if I was not wearing my blue light glasses, my eyes, I could start to feel tired, fatigued. And then once I popped my blue light glasses on, after a few minutes, I felt like my eyes felt a lot better. So to me, that's just signaling that it is doing something. Because it did make my eyes feel a little bit better after putting them on, I felt like it probably was just overall a better idea for me to wear them more consistently with just kind of going through everything that I have. And I have been paring things down lately. I really felt like I only needed 1 pair, and so this is the one that I decided to keep. Of course, I wanted to mention this to any of you out there because I know I have a lot of friends who watch my channel who also have office jobs too. So if if this helps you out, I definitely wanted to mention it. Next, I wanted to mention my planner. I have mentioned this in a previous video as well, so I'll link that in case you want to check it out. Since I have been working more on my brand and kind of needing to keep myself organized in different kinds of ways, I have been finding that the Passion Planner is very helpful. So the version that I have is the weekly undated, and the reason why I got the undated version is because I picked this up kind of like in some random point throughout the year. So the undated version does allow for that flexibility, but I did just want to point out that in the monthly and weekly sections of the Passion Planner, you will have to write the dates out. So as you can see, I went ahead and numbered this out through, the next few months. This planner will actually last me through about September, and I will be looking for something new around that time as well. Some of the features that I really like about this planner are the monthly reflection pages in here, where it just kind of asks you different types of questions so you can reevaluate how you're spending your time. There are some other pages in here that do provide you with some guidance when it comes to like brainstorming and planning your year out or the next few years. So those are some pages in this planner that I also like as well. Now that I feel like I'm working on my own projects, this is something that works a lot better for me. And I do feel like if I were like in college or going to school or something like that, a planner like this would be really helpful as well. Something that I have learned about myself is I'm very mindful when it comes to where I write things down. So I tend to use my Google Calendar for certain things and then the Passion Planner for other things. I think I just know myself, and I know that in certain situations, if I put it in my Google Calendar, I won't see it, but if I write it down here, I definitely will get to whatever it is. I think that's something important to keep in mind if you are trying to decide what kind of planning or organizational system works for you, whether that be digital or analog. The Passion Planner also does come in a digital version if that's something that works better for you, and then you can easily carry around your whole planner on your iPad or other tablet device, so go and check that out if that's something you're interested in. I am waiting to use this up, get kind of like the in-between planner, and then start fresh on a Passion Planner next year that comes dated, because I think there's also a lot of great information and dates that are already printed in the dated version. Only since I started this at some funky time during the year, it just didn't work out for me, but I think that will definitely help me next year. All right, so the last item that I wanted to mention are a pair of socks. So I feel like I've mentioned these socks a long time ago. These are from a brand called Bombas, and basically all of my favorite socks come from this brand. I particularly like their athletic line. I don't really know why. I mean, I do work out, and these are my favorite workout socks. They do not slip down into my shoes, and I really like the thickness of these socks as well. So I put my socks in the dryer. My feet are not really this small, and Chris likes to tease me about how small my socks get. But they do stretch out to a normal size. The funny thing about these socks is all of them have like left and right on it. So as you can maybe see, this one has an L on it, and then the other side has an R. So I normally get their athletic socks in the 3-pack. I bought 2 3-packs, so I have 6 pairs total, and I can't remember like what was the third color that came with this. What I just want to point out is if you are getting some colorful socks from Bombas, you can't necessarily pick the colors in the set that it comes with. They do have one that's more neutral, like white, gray, and black, which if you do not like color, that might be the option that you like. I tend to gravitate towards darker colors or blue, as you may have noticed in other videos. The great thing about Bombas as well is they do give back to the community. They do have some other products too. I remember seeing like t-shirts, like basic t-shirts on their website as well. So check that out down below in case you're interested in learning more. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. If you've tried any of these items, let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.